tired. I'm tired of everything. I'm tired of everything. Nothing to eat. There is nobody to call that I need something at this moment. Even those people you want to call, before you call them, they already have their own story to tell. Things are very hard. I think it is right time for me to go and kill myself. That will be the best solution for me this time around. Because I cannot continue like this. I'm tired. I'm tired of going to kill myself. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. This thing is too much for me. It's too much.
By this time tomorrow, all pains will be over. By this time tomorrow, all sorrows will be gone. Because Jesus said to me, it will be over very soon. By this time tomorrow, it will be well. Jesus said to me, it will be over very soon. By this time tomorrow, it will be well. You know, this was the situation that the people in Samaria found themselves. Things were so hard. It got so bad to the point that people were eating their own children. I know where we discussed the last time we met, the woman that ran to the king and said, "Oh king, please help me." You know, she said, "We have agreed between ourselves that we will hit my own son today, and the following day we will hit our own son." But she has eaten her own child. And you know, the king shouted. When the woman said, "Help me," the king said, "If the Lord does not help you, how can I help you? If the Lord does not help you, there's no help I can give." And you know, it was based on this that the anger of the king welled up. And he was looking for the man of God, Elisha. And when he was to meet him, Elisha knew he already was coming. And when Elisha met with the king face to face, 2 Kings chapter 7 and verse 1, Elisha said, "By the word of the Lord, by this time tomorrow." Verse 1 says, "A seah of fine flour shall be sold for a shekel, and 2 seahs of barley for a shekel at the gate of Samaria." And you know, it actually happened just by the word of the man of God, Elisha. No, things have gotten so bad around that people are giving up. People are ready to just throw in the towel. People are moving in their droves. Japa syndrome is all around now. People are just ready to move to any country apart from where they are. The means through which they will go, they do not care. But people are just ready to move. But I am telling you, by the word of the Lord, that by this time tomorrow, God will visit this land also, and things will turn around. So just like the word of the Lord came to pass in the time of Prophet Elisha, and that in the land of Samaria, where siege had been laid around about them, things turned around and people had more than enough. I'm telling you by the word of the Lord that by this time tomorrow, things will actually turn around for the better. But you know, there are some truths that we need to pick by this time tomorrow. And the first thing is, by this time tomorrow, watch what you say. You know, some time ago we talked about the use of the tongue. Scripture records in verse 2 that the man on whose arm the king leaned, when he heard the word of the prophet, that by this time tomorrow, this will happen. And he was like, "Abba, Abba, even if God were to open the windows of heaven, this that you have said cannot be." Because he had imagined that with the situation of things, realistically, things can never get that better. But you know, there was a pronouncement the man of God made. He said, you actually will see it with your eyes, but you will not be a partaker of it. And you know how the scripture records it, that actually, by the reason of the excitement that people had when there was more than enough to plunder, this man on whose arm the king leaned was actually trampled under the feet of the people as they were going to take the plunder. By this time tomorrow, when God visits the land, watch what you say. Secondly, by this time tomorrow, when God visits the land, be not selfish. In verse 9, the lepers that discovered that the Aramean army had fled, after they had eaten their fill, after they had kept portions for themselves, they now told themselves, Abba, we are not doing well. This is a good day. This is a good news. There is a need for us to go into the town and let the people know that God has indeed visited us. You know, in our contemporary times now, there are people that will have access to information that can be helpful to some other people. But because they want to be the only one to be considered for the position or for the opportunity, they hoard the information. They keep it all to themselves. By the time the Lord visits, be not selfish. Because by the reason of what God will do, it will be so much that it's not just going to be for some set of people, but it's going to be for everyone. Lastly, by this time tomorrow, be proactive. Now, when the people heard that the camp of the Arameans had been deserted by those people, they all moved and they went to the camp to take their plunder. I wouldn't know if there were some people that day that stayed back and were wondering, nah lie, no be so it be. Maybe they were staying back. But when the Lord visits, be proactive. When the Lord visits the land and you actually heard, you can actually see the move of the Lord. Be proactive. Don't be docile. Take the step. There are times there is a need for us to push. You know, the lepers actually, they said, why sit here till we die? Because they reasoned, we can't just stay on this point. And it's actually, because they took the step that they discovered what they discovered. So there is a need to move. There's a need to shift from the point that you are at, even to the place where God would have prepared for you. So by this time tomorrow, watch what you say. Because God is going to visit the land. And whatever it is that you have said, whatever it is that you have planted, is what you'll harvest. By this time tomorrow, be not selfish. Share that which God has given unto you. Share the information that has come to your hand. By this time tomorrow, be proactive. Don't be docile. Move ahead, follow the move of God, and see how it helps you. I'm sure you've been blessed. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Eweke Olaoluwa. There are more videos that I'm sure the Lord will bless you with. And till we meet again next time, God bless you.